Everybody, welcome back to LZorro Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. At the end of last time, I drank some potions to boost my um, blacksmithing and sagecraft. So I ended up with some mastercrafted stuff. I realized afterwards, like I have a fire damage boost and a poison damage boost. Like I thought I had some stuff to help out, but I realized I might not actually do any of that damage. Look at when I made new hammer, it has sylvanite, so it does. I'm just going back to fire damage for now. And I got these unique lightning chakras for now. So my plan now, I was going to do the House of Valor stuff. So I ran back in Counter so I can fast travel back. Only in this area. We're gonna go. And my fast travel, I don't think I've actually been in here, so inside. You know, this will be my house once I get the champion's key. But now I'll get some stuff to collect. Probably take down this bulgin. Okay, so I gotta remember another hammer. I might need that. Yeah, I don't care so much about my shield, so I gotta be a little more on the careful side. Probably could just dodge the first one. And since I'm in this area, let's grab some stuff. Caught myself a turn. Not that done. Correct. So just make sure that's on my maps the way out. Bunch of stuff to collect all around here. Let's talk to this guy since he seems to be running the House of Valor.
Greetings, Wanderer. You there. The arena needs another competitor to round out the next match. The tournament can't go on until we have a leader for the Crows. If you trust in your fighting skills, there are vast riches to be won here at Valor Arena.
To me, does it sound like you have an echo, like he's inside somewhere?
Well, as I said, the arena needs another fighter to start the next match. What do you say? You look like you could hold your own in a fight. That's the spirit. I hereby induct you into Valor Arena as the leader of the Crows. Your first opponents will be Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Your team's already waiting for you in the Gladiator Pit. Head down the walkway when you're ready.
Yeah. sitting on top of it. Sylvanite's shield. Actually, I think I just craft one. I forget. The all-important flow stone inside the chest. Eat it up. I'm feeling I need this stuff later. Come back to it. I'll just bedroll out here. Fine. Around the hallway here.
Fate weaving is a bunch of crock. That old man in the den makes a living spinning high-priced lies. I should start doing it.
My poultices can heal any wound, and all I ask is a little gold in return.
Hammer strokes and sword thrusts mean nothing to a piece of wall-string armor.
Looks like there's something back here, but oh wait, or is it? It's up top.
Keep your equipment in good condition.
Your fortune in the arena can change at the turn of a blade.
It's funny, these people just gotta talk. There's someone else down there. Try to point out I missed them. Clean up all these barrels for you people. Now we're stealing stuff.
What do you want?
Want loot, but hoarding it all.
Can't wait to see what the next match will bring.
Fine, I won't loot your stuff. Can we go up these stairs? Yeah, that's the bedroll. I'm looking at that treasure off the side. It's like, oh wait, that's the one I opened and didn't take everything because at the moment it's junk. I think later someone collected that. No. No, it's the battle challenge. Let's see. Oh, alright, since we're here.
Greetings, Wanderer.
Well met. So you're the new leader. You should brace yourself if you haven't already. Fights in Valor Arena are to the death. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Let us know when you're ready. You'll have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match. Choose your ally wisely.
Due to the longsword, we've got
Greetings.
probably a sorcerer of some kind.
Greetings.
You look like doing some kind of rogue. I probably could use some long distance.
Well met.
Thank you, you look like a sorcerer.
Pleasure to meet you. Name's Helga Swanwhite. I'm your girl if you want sorcery in the next match. Just let me finish this drink and I'll be right behind you. The arena's through that gate to the east. I'd share some of this, but I've only got the one drink. Oh, sorry.
Don't make me regret this.
I've been spoiling for a fight. I'll meet you out there. Let's go show them who the better team is.
Well met. Welcome one, welcome all to Valor Arena. Today we have the Crows, testing their worth against Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Victory here means the entire team moves up in the championship. They'll be on a path to face the Lords of Valor. Have at it, warriors. That's the match, ladies and gentlemen. The Crows made it out alive against superior numbers. With crows like these, there's no doubt it's going to be an interesting tournament.
And that's that. What's next?
Well met.
In my loot.
I'll admit I didn't expect you to come back. There's a reason no one was signing up. Remus is as experienced as they come. Here's your money for the match. Oh, and one more thing, Gladiator. Jokal Fangard mentioned he would like to speak to you in the gambling den. I hope you remain well, Gladiator. Can't wait to stab some fool with my new spear.
It's this girl dancing with the music. Okay.
The gambling den's great for getting out of the sun.
tiny little bit. You're gonna make me. Oh, I can take your stuff. You didn't secure it. You're not gonna. Yeah, Fate Weaver. That's okay. Jockle.
Don't worry. I don't plan to take too much of your time. Just want you to know that I hope you'll keep fighting. The way you dealt with those fools in there, I think you could truly make an impact here at the arena, should you choose to continue. At any rate, take these. They'll serve you well. Think of them as a donation from a concerned fan, in hopes that you'll remain in the arena's employ a little longer.
Forgive me. Gear that does. Oh, more of a finesse thing. It does give extra experience, which would be nice, but what the cost of it? Not defense.
Hail! Alright, so you did pretty well last time. Don't get cocky. It's all uphill from here. Are you ready for another match? You're up against Bodine Borg and his team of magic users. Good. Join your team downstairs and choose a partner when you're ready. By the way, the champions made an agreement with the other team's leader. In return for fighting, the mages will get your bodies if they can kill you. Good luck out there, gladiator.
See that like that's a good thing. Remember, I'm like the fateless one here. You don't want my body, I'm special. If I'm going against mages, I'm going to take the rogue.
Asa Alfaran at your service. Did you hear? The other team's bringing mages into the arena. Mages like Helga. We're doomed. If you die out there, I'll take your things. For safekeeping. Let's take the fight to them, gladiator.
She's suddenly very,
Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the Crows against the renowned Bodine Borg and his research team. Let's see if arcane theory can best cunning and experience. And so Borg and his band are defeated. Perhaps there's more to the Crow's new leader than meets the eye. Speak to Jakin to receive your rewards, gladiator.
You're suddenly very confident. How you feeling?
We won!
You sound surprised.
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this.
So you're good at manhandling magicians as well. Good. Let's see how long you can keep this up. Here's your money. You deserve every coin. And Jokel asked me to pass these along. Let me know when you're ready for the next match. You're up against Brogan Adair and the Wolf Pack. And so is Brogan Adair and his team of rogues. Head down to the pit and we'll get this started. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Really just tear through these people. What the guy give me? The Gauntlets of Arland. Let's see. Mine are still better. They do extra hammer damage, which is me. So like, okay. Going up against rogues. Pick the sorcerer again.
Oh, I hate archers. It's a good thing they burn like everyone else. You set their quivers on fire and they become hysterical. Right behind you, lead the way. Time to set the competition on fire. Literally.
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this.
Drunkard.
We've seen the crows handle magicians and their parlor tricks, but there's no trick error in Team Brogan's quiver. Let the battle begin. And the Crow's streak continues, ladies and gentlemen. This is turning out to be a very exciting tournament indeed. Gladiators, speak to Jakin to collect your rewards.
Is it really that exciting? I'm just like manhandling these people. Handily. Hey, give me your stuff.
That's it? They weren't much competition.
No, they weren't.
I'll have your back out there.
Thank you for the applause at least, dude.
Are you ready for another match, Gladiator? Looks like you're starting to make an impression. The fans have been asking me about you. Heard a rumor your fights are moving a lot of money in the betting scene. None of the gamblers expected you'd last. Except Jokul, perhaps. He left me these to give you. Oh, and this is exciting. The champ mentioned he wanted to see you. I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
Also, they gave me these recurrent chances, which overall pretty defensive. And I'm boosting my own armor numbers.
The champion wants to see you at the manor. If I had to guess, I'd say he's going to try to steal you from Vigor. His team hasn't had a new member since he became champion, so you'd be the first. Look at you, really climbing the ladder. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Good. You're here. Welcome. I'm your grand champion. You're doing well. The fans love you. I love you. You're making this arena a lot of money. But you put me in a bit of a fix. There have been some fairly well-to-do people betting against your success in the gambling den. Now, some very important clients of mine are staring down a mountain of debt, and I want you to help us fix this.
Like fixing the match?
I want you to fight a match alone. Advertising that handicap will generate bets against your success. You'll win, of course, and I'll win my money back. Make no mistake, it'll be an easy match. I'll make sure of that. I just need you to tell Jakin you'll agree to the match. You do this for me, and I'll pay you double for the fight, and bring you onto my team. No more scrapping with Vigor and his goons. Then we have a deal. I've arranged a special match for you against Mad Dog and his mad men. Head down to the pit now. I'll send word for the match to be made. You won't regret this. Close the door behind you on your way out, gladiator.
Coming here for all your stuff there, you know that. That's gonna be my ass.
Hail, warrior. He says he wants you to fight alone in the next match, right? Ha! Magnus wants you dead.
I'm sure.
What did he offer you? Money? A spot on the Lords of Valor? Both? Ha! There hasn't been a change to the Lords of Valor lineup since he brought them in. It's just a ruse. He wants you dead. With the way you fight, he figures he needs every advantage he can get. I'd wager he's going to bet against you. Again. He wants your life, warrior. It's not just about the money. Be careful in there.
Greetings, Wanderer. Gladiator, you're just in time. Your next match just came in and you're fighting alone. He's a stone-cold veteran named Mad Dog and his madmen. They like to get up close and personal with their attacks, so get ready for a physical fight. Head down to the pit when you're ready. Good luck again, warrior. I hope you know what you're doing. I wish you well in and out of the arena, gladiator.
No more Wanderer, thank you. Soon it'll be champion, of course.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Valor Arena. We have a special treat for you in this next match of the tournament. At the champion's request, the leader of the Crows has agreed to fight the Madmen alone. Let's see if the most promising gladiator to date can defeat one of the arena's veteran teams. And there you have it, folks. It would appear the Crows have a formidable leader. Speak to Jakin for your reward, gladiator.
Circa Rage, maybe? I'd like a Reflection. Stealing health.
I'd be surprised if anyone was betting against you at this point. You just chewed up 3 veterans like so much cud. Here's your share of the fight money. The champ sends his regards along with the coin. He says he wants to see you again. I think he likes you. Also, Jokul sent these greaves your way. I guess he's been right with you since the beginning. Good luck out there, gladiator.
More greaves?
Looks like I bet correctly. That was a well-fought match, warrior.
Let's go stick in this guy's face.
Don't touch anything in here. All of it is priceless.
That match certainly did not end like I had intended it to. I'll admit that I underestimated your abilities. I had intended for you to die in there. In this place, subterfuge is the name of the game. I'm surprised you walked so willingly into my trap. Or did you?
Or did I?
I like to know my opponents. From your expression, I would guess you hadn't a clue. You do well to trust no one in this arena, gladiator. Especially that pustule Jokul. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, and I could throw him fairly far. Now get out of my house. It's time for my tea.
Are you ready for another match, gladiator? Your next opponents are Holden Lafayette and the Vipers, a team with eclectic strengths. Holden's team has fighters from almost every discipline of combat. Expect both ranged and up-close fighters. Are you ready for the match? Good. Head on down. Stock up on supplies or equipment in the market if you need to. It only gets tougher from here. Good luck. I wish you well in and out of the arena, gladiator.
Take the fighter with me this time.
I'll have your back out there. Don't underestimate the Vipers. They don't specialize in a particular style, but their members come from multiple combat disciplines. Of course, lead on. Time to kick their teeth in. Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the Crows against Holden Lafayette and his Vipers. Let's see how the Crows deal with the Vipers' eclectic lineup.
I should have worn these people down a little first.
What in the world? Where did those sorcerers come from? Heads up, Crows. You've got trouble. that's going to do it, folks. Looks like variety and surprise sorcerers did not a winning strategy make. The crows are victorious once again. A will to succeed can be as effective as skill in the arena. Our opponents clearly lacked it.
I'm gonna save my fate for the champion, but I figured I could build up again by then. My money.
Hey, ease off the grim look, okay? I'm not the one who let those sorcerers into the fight. Thanks, that's a relief. Here's your money, and Jokul left you these. You got a moment before your next match. Take a rest. It won't be for a moment yet. Magnus was hoping you could meet him behind the stairs in the market. He stressed that it is imperative you be there. The champ wanted to see you again, Gladiator. He mentioned you should meet him behind the stairs in the market.
Means he's getting trying to ambush me. Got some stuff to clean out of it.
The arena is a crash course in survival. Once that arena gate closes, no one leaves until the fight is done.
You're gonna ambush me, huh?
The champion's not here, Gladiator. And if his plan worked, your friends are in a worse condition than you're about to be. He should be forcing them into the arena at spear point as we speak. Well, you might have a point there. I've seen you kill a small army's worth of people since this tournament began. I'll risk Magnus's ire. I doubt the champion will last long with you as an opponent anyhow.
Kill my buddies, will you? No, you know what? I'm just gonna... Could have killed you.
Hello. Gladiator, where have you been? The champion has your entire team down in the arena. He's forced them into a match, and he's got trolls in there with him. I had someone steal a look at Agni's books. Guess who just dropped a wager against the crows to the tune of 100,000 gold pieces? Your friend and mine, Tyr Magnus. I hope so. You're not going to have a team at all in the next couple of minutes.
Where have you been, Gladiator? Your team's next match has already begun. The champ forced your team into the arena so quickly that we didn't even have time to get an audience. I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
You hurt my crows.
Hello there. This is as far as you go. You've caused a lot of trouble for Magnus, friend.
Just because I'm playing along.
You've managed to elude our efforts to eliminate you up until now. Anyone with some intelligence would have walked away when they had the chance. Prepare yourself.
Oh, I killed you.
Here comes the leader of the crows, ladies and gentlemen. Arriving fashionably late, it appears. Will he be enough to turn the tide against the vicious trolls?
A prisoner troll?
This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you the survivors of that terrifying exhibition, the Crows. What can the champion possibly muster to throw against them in the next match? Remain in your seats, Valor fans. The championship match is coming up next.
Okay, old man.
You never fail to amaze me, Gladiator. The entirety of the arena couldn't have done what you just did.
Oh, I can't believe we survived! Thank you, friend. We couldn't have done it without you.
I don't mean to be crass, but we could have handled ourselves. Even trolls wilt away at the sight of my flame when I've been drinking.
Like your confidence.
Magnus threw everything but the sun and the moon at you, and you still made it through. You've amazed and delighted us once again. No team of crows has ever come close to your success. Here's your share of the prize, Gladiator. You've done it! You're in the final match! Make your preparations! This is it, Gladiator. You win this one, and the crows become tournament champions. Head down to the pit when you're ready. Good luck out there, Gladiator.
Gladiator, hope you're ready to win today.
Remember you're gonna... Yeah, you try to kill me. You're gonna interact with me. Except gonna wiggle your head at me. Okay, I think I need... I'm doing pretty good. 94% fate, so I'll probably do it in the middle of the match. Who do I want?
Hail.
I like your confidence.
The next match is for the title. It's about time. The champions hired all kinds of fighters to face us. Be ready for anything. I really have had quite a bit to drink. They don't stand a chance. I have a spell prepared for the next match. Have a drink prepared too.
Just like
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this.
like a drunken master monk, except sorcerer.
Here we are at last, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we've been waiting for. The team that wins this next match will be crowned tournament champions.
Don't worry about it, I'm just gonna take care of your buddies first. Stop shooting me. I got something special here, Magnus. Okay, getting tired of this guy. Where's my sorcerer? Aren't you supposed to be like shooting people? Oops. You stay away from her. That's what you get for trying to kill me. To push the wrong button, so I don't get.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed history in the making. For the first time since this arena was established, the Crows have become tournament champions. Head upstairs to receive your prize, Crows.
It's a shame I can't take all my buddies with me.
They didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, no, especially when I'm the fateless one.
You did it, Gladiator! The champion threw everything at you and you bore it all with a grin. At least I think that's what that was.
Great champion.
Jokal had this great sword to give you as a final reward. He also mentioned he wanted to speak to you about managing the arena. And finally, here's the key to the champion's manor. Take a rest, sit for a spell in the den. I'm sure that when you return, you'll find a new challenger waiting for you. Good luck in your future endeavors,
at
champion.
your service.
Hey, butts. Someone say they were up here.
Hello.
But
Great work, Gladiator. Now that your reign as champion has begun, the House of Valor goes to you. The manor, the gambling den, the markets, all of that land is yours. I know you lead a busy life, so I'd be happy to take care of them for you, for a small fee. But don't worry, I'll just take a small slice of your profits. Come by every once in a while, and I'll hand over the money that the den and the arena generate. Come back a little later, champion. We need more time.
oh, that's all. Well, now that these people aren't over here anymore, theoretically. Who is over here? Who are you? Cling.
Hail, Gladiator. Welcome, stranger. I'm the arena manager and announcer extraordinaire. I also spread word of the gladiators. Remember Ivan the Invincible, the dragon, or Lotus Killer? No? Well, granted it might be because they're dead. But they had a huge success at the time, and that's all thanks to me.
I mean, you technically care? If I went stealth, would you see me then? Yes. Don't care that much. I wonder if he'd actually arrest the champion now.
Hello.
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this.
Yeah, you keep saying that. He thinks she'd have to protest too much.
sail, champion.
That's right. Here's my house. In the door. Right on hard to open chests for some reason. Bed if I need to sleep. Mirror. Average chest. Journals. Sure, tell more backstory about why he was gonna betray me. But hang on, stash means I can put in some of this stuff. What does this greatsword do? Not a piercing damage. So that's kind of my goal there. Let's get the stash. Even though I could have easily fast traveled. Also got all these. I got Lee's blacksmithing here, but
Good luck out there.
now I'm sitting on nearly 200,000 gold. 66, okay.
Welcome, warrior. Well, hello there. Are you suffering from any...
Please help us. Okay.
thing, warrior? Festering wound?
I'm not leaving until I see something I want. What's the point of winning if I don't... Hey there. Do you have any weapons that need maintaining?
So yes. No, they're not too bad, honestly.
I'll get it done cheap, and I'll get it done... Come back if you ever need something repaired, champion.
I'm gonna get repair kits too, so... Let's see, brownies. Here's some brownies real quick.
Greetings, Wanderer.
Diminishing rewards. a lot of, you know, side questy stuff for money, and good money. But it's good to know it's there. All right, on to the next thing. I think the plan is to, yeah, we're trying to go meet Tian, so we'll head on out. Our way south, I believe. South. Southish. We kind of really want to go in the Hollowlands here, so we're gonna cross down this way. Could fast travel a little closer, but let's get boosted first. Some Tinder Twig, Dead Blossom. Kill some Fae. Oh, hey. We're actually gonna...
We are the Circle of Engard.
Oh. The ones I helped. Narcafe. Actually, can I go this direction? And not level up that quickly. Nice. I think what I want to do. Get to the Steam Sagecraft. We can start boosting epic gems. Oops. Got some more stuff along the way.
Time to bleed.
Curious. Can I summon stuff? I mean, I know you can summon Fig Corta. I can make my own zombies. Not necessarily. The world suddenly goes over.
Time to bleed.
Looks like you're the one who's bleeding. To the Hollowlands. Click me some more side quests.
Before I came here, I'd never seen such a fey-ridden place. The desert is as unforgiving as it is blistering.
Yeah, pool.
Looks like I'm in luck. Didn't expect to see so heavily armed an adventurer wandering into our camp. Are you interested in a job? I've got a fey beast situation I need taken care of. Excellent. A pack of wild fey have holed up at the canyon hill site at the top of the ledge. I've already dispatched a scholar to investigate, but he hasn't returned. You'll find him near the road towards the mine. I'll have more information for you there, but it isn't useful for much else. The coward refuses to go near the fey. Get to the site and figure out why those blasted things have come out of the mine, and then get rid of them. Speak to the scholar when the deed is done. He'll pay you. Good eve.
You look well armed. Aren't you here about the Krullock? We have a vicious one on our hands. It's about the desert, killing any workers it can catch. How in blazes it developed a taste for gnome flesh, only that damn thing knows. Confound it! Between the Canyon Hill incident and that beast, our schedule's ground to a halt. You got the picture. Don't know how the damned old thing got a taste for him, but once it gets an idea, there's no stopping it. We've put a price on its hide, but who'd be crazy enough to earn it?
Me. I'm crazy enough.
Well, you sure? All right, it's your funeral. You should speak to Edgar Aaron of Aaron Excavations. He'll know how to find Bloodbane. Edgar's lived in the Hollowlands longer than any of us.
Has a name?
You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be careful out there.
It's amazing that the Fae can flourish in such a warm environment.
Don't care, they don't care. But this should be openable. Give me a prompt. Interesting. Go out of the way, miner. Sloan.
The desert is as unforgiving as it is blistering.
Look for treasures. Like all these upstairs. Peasants' clothes. Pretty sure someone, like I think in Moon Camp, I think someone collects them. But
Greetings!
Name's Alex. Alex Anatole. Let me know if you've got... I'll get it back to you as good as new. Take care in the
I'm wondering what
silence.
is it?
They're
Hammer?
unkind to the unwitting.
I see loot.
Oh, I'm in a terrible bind. I don't dare go forward, and I certainly can't go back. Mind you, I wouldn't go up that eastern ledge. It's most unsafe. Yes. Well, no. I got 10 paces up the slope when I spotted those Fae. What's a scholar to do against hordes of vicious beasts? One of those boggarts, it shook its fist at me.
I'll shake my fist at you.
Yes, and find out what's wrong. Now that I've found it, and have no desire to investigate further. There were boggarts, lots of boggarts. And I think I saw a thresh. I was rather too busy running to note the particulars. Well, if you were willing to go first, I would have no objection to trailing behind, at a safe distance. Lead the way. Up the slope we go.
So through here.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Where did they all come from?
Like spawn every couple minutes, dude. like them carrying improved weapon crafting stuff. What's next on this? Aside from me, grab this.
I see something at the end of the trail.
Another, come to steal the light, come to trouble the reverie.
No, I'm here to help.
They are my friends, drawn here as I drift between the dream world and the world of the waking. The light, source of solace, snuck in, sharp knives, soft feet, stole the jewel from my side. Took it northward, through the narrow rocks, to their village of wood and cloth.
Look, down there. Ah, it begins to make sense now. It's beginning to make sense. This Fey maiden is real, but I believe we're speaking to a projection of her as she dreams. There is a Fey hollow under this mine, where I'll wager she sleeps. And these other Fey, they're drawn to the power of this projection. Restoring to her this light she speaks of might calm things down. Find me at the Motus mining office when you return it to her. I'll make sure you're duly compensated. Most likely return what was stolen to the Fey maid within the hollow. That is how these things tend to go.
Which means I gotta go. Down below? Alright. I don't remember if it's been a while since I played, so I don't remember encountering a son of a Laz, but apparently some kind of zombie dude. You're not allowed to whine when you attack me first.
I watch them day by day, their foolish, meddling scampering to separate one piece of earth from a slightly different piece of earth.
It's called mining.
That the land will endure, will heal any wounds mortals can inflict. But I worry that these wounds may be long to heal. I cannot act. I am bound by our beliefs. But an agent of change could cauterize these wounds by making the century plants bloom. Oh, I cannot make them bloom, not now. When the time is right, one fey whisper will do. You mortals are not bound as we are. You can grow such things out of season. You wouldn't know with these little mortals here, but these lands are a fey place, and fey places need refreshing from time to time. The blooming of the century plants is the fastest road of recovery. A friend of the sands. You'll do what needs doing. You will need petrichor. Here's a skinful I have gathered. But first, you must ready the plant with fire. Only after fire will they drink the petrichor. There are 3 century plants in this land just now. Make all 3 bloom, and all will be well. Farewell.
In ancient times, the desert had no shade. The sun burned the land to ruin. The rivers disappeared, and the animals hid underground. The people cried to Helios for mercy, but he didn't answer their prayers. As the plants withered in the heat, the Hollowlands echoed with the crackle of fires.
The treasure's gonna be easier. Swim in that shallow river. Okay. I was gonna admonish you, but you're all dead, so. Giant skull. Okay, so now I gotta make my way into this mysterious cavern. Whatever. The inventory's gonna fall. Let's see, what's the best place to go? Here.
I don't know what I want to buy, but I'll know it when I see it.
So much to buy, so little time before my next match.
And I'll do that for next time. I think I'm getting close to the point where I think I want to try out like either sorcery or rogue. So what I might or finesse.
Make certain you come back in one piece, champ.
What I might do is after I'm done today, craft up some appropriate armor for the other classes. And then maybe start off next session something else. Need to go, well, I guess I do technically.
The desert is as unforgiving as it is blistering.
First treasure. Go around the long way here. Okay, jeez. Do. Next, we'll get the camp on my map, since that's, I think, closer. Excuse to come back later, because I think quest over this way.
There's no work here for you, stranger. Check with Motus if you're looking for a job. You'll not find one with us. Capstan sent you my way, did he? Yes, I'm familiar with old Bloodbane. This Croddock is extremely protective of a particular pack of brownies. The surest way to draw it out of hiding is to attack those brownies. They help Bloodbane hunt, you see. I'll mark their territory on your map for you. Good luck. No one's been able to best the creature yet, and it would be unfortunate if you didn't make it back.
Kill some brownies. Random treasure chests. And around. Particular thing, what is it? Mike. No, come back. Taking your stuff, that's all. First things first. Here's this Bay woman. What's her little doohickey that I collected? Here's the skeleton. Here are these skeletons. Speaking of skeletons. Lorestone. Maybe I'll do after Lords 2 is just travel around and collect the Lorestones I didn't find in the previous areas. Even sort of sick brains.
Her wings cooled the broken ground. Her tears fell to the dust where rivers
Or zombos. Just want some flowstone. Oh, I went far too south. Let's see. Brownies. Country balloon. I've got fate piled up, so let's kill these brownies. Yeah, none of those poison bee things for me, please.
As life returned to the burnt expanse, the people crawled from their caves and saw a majestic silhouette against the open sky. They praised Saina and worshipped her endlessly. She replied with a call that still echoed.
A little tougher than your brothers. Fired up my fire hammer. So we got one bloom down here. One bloom here. See what's down this way. I'm in the interest of opening up my map.
Looking down upon the desert,
I'm back to Minir and Tier.
his mighty works were undone and his brilliance spurned. He called Freka to his side and implored
Another Kratic.
to strike Saina from the skies. Freka agreed, but as Saina was too strong, he asked so Helios gave Freka the flames of the sun.
The secret door. Sense of fate. I didn't realize I could collect that from a flower. I thought that was only from fate shifting people. At least I know where to get it now. At least one little bit at a time. Oh, spiders. Seen spiders in a while.
Then returned the prophetess to her people, who, content with largesse, would stay in their wintry country. Tyrion spoke as I know her silken robes the fabric of Lyria's hand. Hail! The words of the goddess I herald unto you. And have I heard from starlit lands in her woven grasp. Her way is that way which we must travel for these frosty days. Since we say unto you, be no more troubled by our plight. We will go to the opposite ends of Alfaria, and be Dokofar content.
We're going to deal with Mintier later, except I'm going to see what's in this little alcove. Maybe not. I'll come back. Today we take on Hollowlands. Run all this way back. Top me off. Give me a skeleton. Something or other. Setting running action. Does this take the long way around? This looks semi-important. There we go, Cloud Crest. At least it's on my map now. Here, whatever's going on in here. Namely Gorta.
And her plumage burst into flames. She flew high to cool her feathers and dove to extinguish the fires. Still nothing would cease the burning, and she knew that she was doomed. So she absorbed as much of the heat of the sun and the spirit of fire as she could and fell dead to the earth. Now only her bones remain, but she will rise again if life is threatened in the Hollowlands.
Filling up on stuff again. Part of Ember Dew. significant fire damage, but not quite as much fire damage as I'm doing already. And I'm still going around there trying to move this way. So, okay, another quick side trip. Clean out my stuff. Still not close enough to actually get to where I need to go. Now, so I'm holding on to.
The arena is a crash course in survival.
Crash course in survival. I survived it pretty easily, and I need to learn a thing. Throw a couple of unique weapons and stuffs into my stash. Now I'll unlock those goodies when I get better at lockpicking. No reason to. But I did. I sworn I did. Actually, maybe I didn't. I went to the outpost.
I'm not sure what's more dangerous. The Fae out in the desert, or the desert itself. The Hollowlands are a harsh place to make a living. But we may...
I was gonna say, but you do. I was compelled to pick up the plants. I'm sorry. Secret stuff. Secret stuff. Now to help out this Fae woman. Get your thing. Up throwing Fae at us. I'm gonna loot your grove first though. Don't think I can disarm Venus flytrap things. I didn't realize there were kamikazes. Be down later. Seems like an unnecessary door. Like this one. Just open it, waltz right in, and grab whatever's in here. Mantis's legs. What? Spellboard on what? On the door? I think I've had to spell a door before. I think I grabbed Essence of Fate from this one because I shifted. Use your thing, stop summoning creatures to attack.
The light! Return to me! Did you do this? The blessings of the thorn and shadow be upon your head, little mortal. Now leave me to the reverie, and the deep shadow and the far wind's sighs. Now I have the light, the reverie will be untroubled. Now leave me be, little one. Leave me be.
King of the House of Ballads. Not a little one.
Ah.
Ah, indeed. Let's turn in some quests. I need to talk back to this guy to get my loot. Let's get this thing too while we're out and about. Stop stealing my loot. Stealing all my mana. Follow the trail past the giant skeleton. I think that way is going to bring me. I don't know what. This is on the way to Odessa. Give me the Idolice. Something other I need to do. Salt wall. Mapped up. Go this other direction and get. That's his kiss. I don't like the sound of that. Hitting resistance. Give myself a craft myself a potion to take care of that. Can only carry 3 more things. Hey, Gorta. Make a bloom. Except I gotta deal with sneak boobs. He's carrying something nice too. Okay. I meant to sell some stuff. I should probably boost my one of the other stats lets me. Oh boy. I'm doing a whole lot of damage. Weak. destroy this crude stuff since I'm not gonna get me much. Oh, hold on. I'm doing. I don't want to leave one pair of gloves just sitting here. You can't get me. You might be able to though. Alright. Stop giving me good stuff. What? It's coming back. I want to see what the treasure was back here. I was expecting to go through all that. Unique items that I can't trash. Nope. Probably sell them at some point. We're gonna make our way up here. Stuff up here, apparently. I think our can's up here.
What is it?
Since we're up here, I'll talk to you and advance the main storyline.
You are my contact. I should have known. Punctuality is not one of your people's strengths, and you have so few. You may recall our mutual friend, Formerus Hughes, the gnome who brought you back to life. I suspect you would, but I gather you've been quite busy.
Yeah, saving everyone.
Scholar Hughes has been missing since the attack on his tower. As his patron, I am quite concerned. I want you to find him. You are, how shall I say, uniquely suited to the task.
Can I trust you? Spoiler alert, no.
It would seem the incident in Alistar made Scholar Hughes a touch paranoid. Every time we receive a clue about his location, he vanishes before I can reach him. but he's running out of places to hide. It's my opinion that there's one hope left of finding Hughes. You. And I'm grateful. Scholar Hughes is quite fortunate to have friends like us. Hughes has an old laboratory in the cavern of Saltwell Mines. I believe he's been conducting research there since the destruction of Alistar Tower. Find him, and you will be rewarded for your contribution to science. I will await your success in the Librarium in Edessa.
Maybe I'll come back up here. Maybe after the stream I'll come back and loot this place out. Can't really carry much anymore. Okay, let's see. I want to talk to this dude up here. Get back over here, I think. Certainly over here. I suppose I could have just leapt off that ledge. You planted your flowers. Watered your flowers.
I can smell them on the dry winds. Your eyes may not see the natural decay, but I assure you, it is there. The little meddlers may do their worst. The Hollowlands will endure it and mend the wounds they make. Farewell.
Caught him lying down on the job. Someone need to.
Aaron Excavations isn't looking to hire right now, Straight. The foreman doesn't have half a care for his workers.
I'm gonna heal her at some point too. Or like I said, I probably craft myself.
The fair gun from that eastern ledge. Operations can resume. Wonderful. Of all the things that ever walked out of that desert, you're my favourite.
Yep.
Going into the outpost building, I believe. Go and speak to him. He's got some gold for you. Good day.
A Fey relic? Was that it? She called it a light. I wonder what possessed those fools to steal it. No matter. Facts are, without you, I'd still be tugging my beard at the bottom of that slope. So please have this. The interest rewards those who smooth its way. Goodbye. Thank you for all you've done. Before I came here, I'd never seen such a fey-ridden place.
I've been hoping you'd come by. The miners report no sight or sound of Bloodbane since you ventured out into the desert. That means they can start work on the Dunehead site, and that you've earned your pay. You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be careful out there.
Okay, so we look for Hughes. These are all up north. I think we're done here for now. There we go. And so that was careening through the House of Valor and cleaning up the Hollowlands. Plan is tomorrow is Escape Game Friday. got some hopefully interesting things to play then. And then back to Amalur on Sunday is the plan. You'll join me this time and always. You're gonna watch me live. I'm on YouTube. I'm posting this stuff. I'm on Twitter, but not really. But hey, maybe if you message me, I might come by. Anyway, thanks for joining me. We had fun. I'll catch you next time. Take care.